Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium. This evening, we welcome the Longhorns from J. Frank Dobie High School, taking on your Texans from Sam Rayburn High School. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the center of the playing field, where delegates from Sam Rayburn High School are presenting a token of good sportsmanship to delegates from J. Frank Dobie High School. Making the presentation for Sam Rayburn High School, we have from the cheerleaders, Madison Ruiz and Jimena Gutierrez. From the Texans, Lieutenant Evelyn Monsivitz and Executive Maria Dives. Representing the band, we have drum majors Victor Sosa, Jose Losa, and Henry Moreles. And from the junior ROTC, we have Cadet Sergeant First Class Angel Rocha and Cadet Private First Class Aiden Buendia. And accepting on behalf of J. Frank Dobie, we have representing the Student Council, Maya Johnson, Morgan Hill, Isabella Labra, Cullen Ponder, Barbara Senegal, Savannah Pichardo, and Sterling James. Representing the cheerleaders, we have Yasleen Brown and Isabella Avila. And from the band, we have Ava Castillo, Miguel Garcia, Jacob Tejeda, and Idales Villegas. Tonight's game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
Welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium. I'm Dr. Tony Lopez, the proud superintendent of Pasadena ISD. Our players, coaches, and fans are committed to being good sportsmen and playing the Texas way.
I made a commitment to play the Texas way.
That means I play with the control of self.
I will not let my opponent become my enemy.
I will not cheat or cut corners.
I've made a commitment to play the Texas way.
That means I play with the control of self.
I will slow my anger down.
I will act based on my standards.
I've made a commitment to play the Texas way.
That means I play with the spirit of competition.
I will prepare myself inside and out.
I will bounce back when I get knocked down.
I will compete with a passion to be my absolute best.
So my question for you is this.
Will you commit to support me the Texas way?
That means having my back.
It means cheering loudly.
But it doesn't mean putting other people down.
It doesn't mean yelling at the ref.
It doesn't mean letting your passion become a distraction.
My actions are about more than just me.
It's about representing the name on the front of the jersey and the name on the back.
It's about more than a scoreboard.
It's about using sports to become all that I can become.
And have fun while I'm doing it.
I made a commitment to play the Texas way.
We once again want to say thank you for everyone coming out and supporting all of our Pasadena ISD coaches, athletes, and teams that play the Texas way.
We remind all visitors that the possession or the use of any tobacco or alcohol product at Veterans Memorial Stadium is prohibited by law. Vulgar or profane language will not be tolerated. Violators may be subject to ejection from the stadium and may face arrest for any violation of the law. Air horns, bells, or whistles are strictly prohibited in Veterans Memorial Stadium and in all district contests. Spectators and fans are not permitted on the playing field at any time. And we again welcome everyone to Veterans Memorial Stadium, and we hope you enjoy the game. As the official healthcare provider for Pasadena ISD Athletics, Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine treats your athletes with the same world-class, trusted by professional athletes with locations close to home in Clear Lake, Lake City, and right here in Pasadena. And we'd like to say thank you to Dr. David Wallace for keeping our athletes safe by providing medical coverage for tonight's game. Houston Methodist, leading medicine. Once again, this year, Pasadena ISD will continue to request a moment of silence before each game. Silence dedicated to good sportsmanship, fair play, safe conduct, and the appreciation of our fellow man. Would everyone please rise at this time as we observe that moment of silence, and please remain standing as both of our bands will follow with a presentation of their respective school songs. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Longhorn Marching Band with the J. Frank Dobie High School alma mater. Thank you. And now, the mighty Texan Marching Band with the Sam Rayburn High School alma mater. Thank you. You may be seated. We will have our presentation of colors in our national anthem when both teams have returned to the sidelines. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to introduce the cheerleaders from both of our schools. Please help me welcome the J. Frank Dobie High School Varsity Cheerleaders. Sophomore UCA All-American Natalie Elkins. Sophomore Maya Sanders. Junior Kiana Davis. Junior UCA All-American Cullen Ponder. Junior UCA All-American Avery Rodriguez. Junior UCA All-American Ariana Bermudez. Sophomore UCA All-American Bella Sherwood. Sophomore UCA All-American Zadie Batterby. Junior Maylene Rodriguez. Sophomore Alyssa Rodriguez. Senior UCA All-American Lexi Martinez. Senior UCA All-American and Captain Linnea Fonseca. Senior Amira Caraway. Sophomore UCA All-American Vida Sosa. Senior Isabella Avila. Sophomore UCA All-American Yaslin Brown. And they'd like to say thank you to the Junior Air Force ROTC for running the flags tonight. The Dobie cheerleaders are excited to be joined by the BHI and the GAT cheerleaders tonight. Thank you, ladies, for cheering with us. Dobie's coaches are Sarah Young and Jasmine Guerrero. Ladies and gentlemen, the J. Frank Dobie High School varsity cheerleaders. And now make some noise for your Sam Rayburn varsity cheerleaders. Freshman Anthony Guevara. Freshman UCA All-American Ariana Escobar. Freshman UCA All-American Ashley Perdomo. Freshman Evangelina Cedeo. Freshman Gabriela Rojero. Freshman Janelle Alvarez. Freshman Jaylene Small. Freshman
Test 1 2,
Julianne
test 1 2.
Schrager. Sophomore America Pina. Junior Jasmine Torres. Senior Esperanza Hernandez. Senior Jimena Gutierrez. Senior Kaylin Limas. Senior Madison Ruiz. Junior co-captain UCA All-American and Cheerleader of the Week, Maripaz Botello. Senior co-captain and UCA All-American, Brisa Castillo. And your captain, Vivian Aleman. And joining them tonight on the field, let's hear it for the Sam Rayburn Cheer alumni. The coaches are head coach Brooke Rice and assistant coach Christy Haynes. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sam Rayburn High School varsity cheerleaders. on this homecoming night. Let's make some noise for your Texans. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise as the colors are presented on the playing field. The colors are proudly being presented tonight by the cadets of the United States Army Junior ROTC from Sam Rayburn High School. Carrying the United States flag and commander, Cadet Major Genesis Garcia. Carrying the Texas flag, Cadet Second Lieutenant Melian Vasquez. Right guard, Cadet Captain Angie Garcia. And left guard, Cadet Sergeant First Class Ariana Baker. Please place your right hand over your heart and salute. Gentlemen, please remove all headwear and hold your salute. The national anthem tonight is being performed by the Sam Rayburn Show Choir, Encore, and they are joined tonight by Sam Rayburn Choir alumni from the year of 1967 to 2025. Our national anthem. May God bless America.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Friday Night Lights. You are looking live at Pasadena ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium for tonight's District 22 6A matchup between the Dobie Longhorns and the Sam Rayburn Texans. From the Robert Avery press box, Shane Brown along with Gentray Williams. Mom's the word tonight because it's homecoming for Sam Rayburn, and tonight we've got two teams with playoff implications on the line for both squads.
Yeah, it couldn't say it any better, Shane. Both of these teams are now in definitely win-now mode. Sam Rayburn, 4-3 on the year, has done a pretty good job in district play. They lost their last 2 games. They look to get back on the winning track. And then we just seen Dobie last week coming off that huge win, continue to try to gain some momentum towards pushing themselves in the postseason.
Both teams have a district record of 2-3, but this is how it's all going to shape up. We're going to be paying close attention to the Pearland Shadow Creek football game tonight, because for Rayburn, if they can get a win tonight, and if Shadow Creek can beat Pearland, then they are definitely in an opportunity to get a playoff spot, as they will wrap up the season November 7th against Shadow Creek. For the Longhorns, well, I'm telling you what, they've got to hold serve, because they've got a date coming up with Manville on their calendar in the last game of the season, and if they can do that, then they feel like they've got an opportunity to steal that 4th spot. What's also interesting, Shadow Creek is playing again Pearland tonight, also waiting in the wings, Pearland Dawson, because if Shadow Creek can beat Pearland, there's a 3-way tie at the top with 1 loss for Shadow Creek, Pearland, and Pearland Dawson, and it could be a situation where Pearland Dawson could end up as the district champ, despite losing to Pearland. So big game here, big game there, and a lot of moving parts for all of these teams.
Yeah, definitely a lot of moving parts, and that's why district play is so important. Winning these games that you're supposed to win, and then when you get an opportunity like this, 2 evenly matched teams, just having your composure and coming out and try to execute as best as you can.
Now, you talk about 2 teams that are going to mirror each other. Both of them are all about 9 yards in a cloud of dust. You know, if you look statistically, both of these teams are going to run the ball, and then they're going to run the ball again, and then when they're done, they're going to run it a little bit more. You got a team like Sam Rayburn, so you take a look at this. Right now, they come into district play, and they are 6th in team offense, but they only have a total of 91 passing yards. They never put it in the air. Dobie, they're 4th in offense, and they are 2nd to last in passing yards with just a little over 400 yards on the season. So both of these teams are going to look to run as much as they can.
Yeah, both of these teams like to get it down on the ground, which means it's going to be a very physical ball game. Anytime you see 2 teams that like to run the football like this, you know, in practice it's physical. So both of these teams are going to come out, try to hit each other in the mouth, and it's going to be that team that takes the punch and be able to hit back that's going to win this ball game.
What's very interesting, the number 1 rushing defense in District 22-6A is the team wearing powder blue tonight.
That's right.
So it's going to be the battle of wills of who's going to be able to stop the run and who's going to be able to establish the run. It's going to be the Texans that are going to get the ball first for this contest as we get ready for District 22-6A play. Opening kickoff brought to you by Mr. Electric. We've got the power to make things better. Opening kick. And we are underway. Ball is going to be taken at about the 7-yard line and taken around the left side up across the 15 and stopped at the 16-yard line. That's Daniel Sacedo. And that is where the Texans are going to take over 1st down and 10 to get this game started.
Yeah, first play on the kickoff. You see helmets flying, players flying. Everyone's trying to make their statement there. It's going to be one of those, like we said, Shane, just a very physical football game. Sit back and enjoy this one.
Absolutely, man. Just go ahead and strap in because we're going to have a nice one. Take a look at the Razor Kings replay right here, and you can see a pretty nice play to get the game underway. Well, that wasn't a replay we were looking for, but we're now back to live play. So 1st down and 10. Ball's going to be at the 16-yard line. Rayburn with their first possession of the contest. They're going to be in that T formation, and it is going to be a handoff and taking it around the left side and across the 16 to the 20. That's going to be Jeremiah Youngblood, the sophomore running back. Coach mentioned last week that this was kind of a coming out party for him, and he had a really great game last week, and they really want to see how he responds this week. And so far, nice carry around the left side.
Yeah, good carry around the left side. Good job there by the left side of the offensive line. Putting some pressure on David Onyemang, who's one of the district lead in quarterback pressures. He's going to have a difficult time tonight. It's not so much of a passing team. He's going to have to be effective in the run game.
Slot T offense is what Rayburn runs. They have 2 receivers out, 2 backs in the backfield, and straight ahead they go. Up to the 16. They might give them a yard. It looks like, yep, they'll do that. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Texans.
Yeah, not that big of a gain there. We seen last week. It's very uncommon. We've seen the team, South Houston, had a lot of success running up the middle against Dobie. Back to status quo. Dobie does not give up too much yardage, and that interior side of their defense is a good anchoring group that gets guys on the ground pretty quick.
So 3rd down right now, 15 seconds remaining on the play clock, opening drive of this contest. Now Rayburn gets quickly to the line in a bunched formation. 2 backs in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff taken around the right side and across the 25 to the 27. It's going to be good for a first down carry by number 10, Hooray Jones, and you're going to hear this man's name quite a bit. He's 6th in the district in rushing, averaging just around 9.4 yards a carry, and he's 10th in points on the season with 46. So Hooray Jones, a senior running back, is definitely a big cog in this Texan wheel.
Yeah, definitely a big cog. He's their explosive guy. He's their guy that like to get it out in open space, try to make guys miss. They're not going to really run him too much up the middle. Just look for him to get the ball in open space.
Hooray Jones is in the slot, 1 receiver wide to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. Straight up the middle they go. That's Youngblood. Youngblood's going to pick up a couple. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, and this is what Sam Rayburn does. They have one of the best defenses, and I think that it's because of their offense. Their offense is a part of their defense. They sustain long drives. They take their time. They methodically move it up and down the field, and this is how they just shorten the game and don't give you too many opportunities.
Jesus Mariquin checks in for the Texans, brings in the play. 15 seconds. Again, Rayburn, one of those teams, they are going to try and control the ball and keep that Dobie explosive offense on the sidelines. 2nd down, it's going to be a handoff, and here's Hooray Jones. He's going to go around the right side. He's going to get up to the 30. That's going to be about as far as he goes. Pickup of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Texans.
Yeah, and this is a situation where the Texans don't want to be in. 3rd and 5+ yards. Now they do show sometimes they can be aggressive and use 2 plays to pick up this first down, but they really don't throw the ball, so we're going to see if they get to them one of the more explosive runs here.
8:45 remaining in the first period. Again, 15 seconds on the play clock. As Rayburn now steps up to the line again in that bunched formation. The slot T, Hooray Jones, he is in motion, but the ball is going to be brought up to the 35-yard line. Carry by Raymond Sabala. Sabala gets it up to the 35, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 2, and it looks like the offensive unit is going to stay on the field.
Yeah, this is in a territory where they feel like they're pretty confident in their offense to pick up 2 yards. So this offensive line, they have a pretty big offensive line. They could just lean on you for these 2 yards here.
This offensive line that you mentioned, they're big, but they're young. 3 sophomores starting and a brand new center, number 52, Adrian Paz. He just started at center last week, so he's only in his 2nd game as the snapper. 4th down and 2, and it looks like they drew him off sides, and it's going to be a free first down for the Texans.
Yeah, you got to know in that situation, Dobie, the first thing they're going to do is try to draw you off sides. Just watch the football, be disciplined, and you just can't have plays like that happen.
Looks like it's going to be Dario Rodriguez. It's going to be flagged for that offsides and move the chains. First down at 10 at the 40-yard line for the Texans.
Early on, you see already with the Texans just being smart, getting into their offensive sets, and just trying to establish a line of scrimmage here.
1 back in the backfield, that slot T formation. Jones in motion, and it's going to be a run to the right side and across the 45 to the 47-yard line goes Rayburn. Again, carry by number 22, Sabala. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and short.
Yeah, and Jones, he might not have too many yards on his first couple of attempts of carrying, but he definitely got the attention of the defense with him going in motion. And that time, him going in motion took the linebacker's eyes, and that gave the tailback just enough time to scoot up for about a good gain of 8.
You're going to see a lot of razzle-dazzle in that backfield, a lot of motion with their backs from Rayburn. But Coach Fitzmaurice was talking about it. The key is to watch the guards of Rayburn, because those guards pull, that's where it's going to go. Handoff around the left side, and it's up to the 50-yard line, and it's going to be good enough for a first down. Prime example right there, Darrell Randall, number 72, the right guard. He pulls to the left, ball goes to the left. So watch those guards And if you can keep your eye on the guards and not watch the ball in the backfield, you can get an idea where Rayburn's going. The thing is, that's hard to do.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do it. That's something you're taught early on as a defensive lineman and a linebacker. Just watching the guard. If the guard takes a step back, you start immediately flowing to the side that he's going at. Sometimes they can run a counter trap, so you just got to be disciplined here.
Two backs in the backfield, and it's going to go straight ahead across the 45 and down to the 40, and he loses the football. And let's see who they're going to give it to. And they're going to say that Dobie has it on the turnover. What a stop by the Longhorns, coming up with that football, number 37. That's Orlando Gomez, and the Longhorns with the first takeaway of the game. First down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Man, this is going to be interesting. And it looked like he was almost down there, but huge turnover for Dobie. Nice punch out there by the linebacker. Yeah, the ground forced that, but nice opportunity here for Dobie. They're going to take over with a great opportunity after that sustained drive.
So at the 37-yard line, it looks like they're going to spot it. First down and 10 for the Longhorns, and let's see what they do with their first possession. It's going to be a handoff taken around the right side. That's Marcus Jones on the jet sweep, and he's going to get up to the 40-yard line, dipsy doodle, and get out of bounds. Forced out by number 22, Sabala. Sabala playing both ways, and with a nice tackle on the speedy receiver up to the 40-yard line. It's going to be second down and 6 to go.
Yeah, good job flowing there from the Rayburn defense. Sometimes you have sudden change situations. The defense came out there off of the turnover, and they came out here with their heads on fire, ready to play.
So second down now for the Longhorns. Handoff around the right side. That's Hodges. Hodges into the backfield, jumps over a man and gets into Rayburn territory. They're going to stop him down at about the 42-yard line. Move the chains. First down and 10 for the Longhorns.
Yeah, Hodges, man, he's just a special talent. That time hurling a defender over towards the sideline. He's averaging just around 9 yards a carry, and he's very close to that 1,000-yard rushing mark on the season as well.
Going to be a first down at 10 for the Longhorns. And it's going to be a handoff, taking it around the left side, trying to find a corner as Adrian, no correction, that's Jones. Jones is going to get across the 40, and it looks like they're going to stop him at about the 37-yard line as he lost the ball. Nathaniel Belleville with the recovery.
Yeah, Nathaniel been in the right spot at the right time. Good job looking out for his teammate. And if you're Jones, the young man just got to be able to hold on to that football through contact. Just know when they got you wrapped up and you're not going anywhere, get down on the ground, because those defenders are taught to punch the football out.
So it's going to be a second down and 5 for the Longhorns. Clock running with 4:48 remaining in the first period. Again, the gun's going to be a handoff, taking it over the left guard. That's going to be the first carry for number 9, Adrian Taylor. Sophomore running back's going to pick up a yard. It's going to bring up a third down and 4.
Yeah, good job flowing there by Josiah Vela, the defensive back for Sam Rayburn, coming in there and making a hit. He came all the way up from that safety position, and he was able to get the tailback on the ground.
Sergio Gonzalez in his 4th year as the head coach of the Texans. He spent a year as a head coach over at Chavez and was a former offensive line coach at Dobie prior to that. So a little fun fact for you. So I'm sure there's nothing that he would like more than to get his old team a loss. It's going to be a quick pass out to Hodges. Hodges going to go north now, and he is going to get past the chains. It's going to be good for a Longhorn first down as he's out of bounds at the 29-yard line. First down and 10 for the Longhorns.
Yeah, the play was a quick halfback swing over to Hodges, and there for a minute I thought he was going to be tackling in the backfield, but Hodges being able to just pick up the first down, and then he had big number 93 Montelongo on him, and he just shrugged him off. Strong kid.
Hodges again around the right side, across the 25 to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 5, second down and 5. Coach Gonzalez had mentioned, we were talking earlier about the game and how do you stop Hodges? He says you have got to rally to the ball and you have got to wrap him up and tackle him. And it sounds so cliche, but man, I tell you what, it's true.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about this ad nauseum. Yards after contact.
That's right.
One dude isn't going to bring him down. And if you don't rally your unit to the football and wrap him up and hang on tight, it's gonna be a long night for your defense. There's a pitch out, taking it around the left side and across the 20 and inside to the 19-yard line. That's going to be a carry for Tyler Owens, third running back featured in the offensive drive tonight. And that's going to be at the 19. It's going to bring up, let's see, they move the chains. Yep, they do. First down to 10 for the Longhorns.
Just add on to what you're talking about with Hodges. Something that makes a lot of tailbacks great is that whenever they get one-on-one, they're not worried about the guy in front of them. They already know they have you beat. They're worried about the guy that's behind him. That's what you see with Hodges. He's already got the first guy. He already knows he's going to beat you. That's why you got to have multiple defenders flying to the football.
It's going to be Belleville and Hodges in the backfield. And it's going to be a pitch out the right side. And Hodges is going to go backwards on this carry. Great pursuit there. Number 22, Sabala in the backfield. Immediately gets Hodges for a loss. It's going to bring up a second down and 12.
Yeah, good job there. As we get an instant replay here brought to you by Canes. Number 1, Bird Acuna was the one that slowed Hodges down and just was able to give his teammates the opportunity to come and rally and make a football play.
Yeah, Bird Acuna, man, he shed that block from Belleville, and that's what stopped Jones. And, man, that's all you needed right there, because if you get him going full speed, he is definitely hard to stop. 2 receivers to either side, and it's going to be Hodges around the right side. He's in the secondary and nearly broke one. Nice tackle there and a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, Tyrone Smith, another guy that's going both ways and just was able to trip him up. That's Josiah Villa with the trip up there, touchdown-saving tackle.
So Longhorns will continue the drive with a minute 22 remaining here in the first half. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And again, Hodges up the middle, trying to cut and get somewhere, and he's stopped at the 4-yard line. First down and goal for the Longhorns.
Yeah, Achilles Rostro that time sealing off the block, allowing Hodges to run right behind him. Anytime you see a lineman jersey number from up here in the press box, he did his job up front, and that time, huge block by the big fella.
Longhorns with their first possession. This drive started at their 37-yard line. And now the first down at 10 at the Texans 6. That's Jones in the slot. And it's going to be a handoff around the left side and to the 5-yard line we go. Pickup of 1. It's going to be second down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we have not seen one single passing play in this first quarter.
Nah, it's been all on the ground. This is old school 1970, 1980 football here.
If you like that style of play, buddy, you got your popcorn already. All right, it's going to be Belleville in motion. 1 back in the backfield and a snap, handoff, and that's going to be Taylor up the middle, and he's close, getting to the 2-yard line. Going to bring up a third down and goal, and that's going to wrap it up for this first quarter. It was a quick one, and it was a good one. We've seen some pretty effective running by both teams. Quarter number 1 is in the books. 0-0 is our score. You're watching 22-6A football on the Legacy Sports Network.
Gulf Coast Educators Federal Credit Union, and Pasadena ISD Education Foundation. And thank you for your continued support of Pasadena ISD Athletics.
Life happens, and maybe it's a work trip, family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Hey, if you do, don't let those tickets go to waste. For Quick Assist, your seats are listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps, stressing over resale. We'll make it fast, easy, and hassle-free so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From the National Football League to Major League Baseball, NBA, NHL, MLS, college football, and basketball, it's all happening with Quick Assist. Download the app by scanning the QR code on the website. Quick Assist, ASYST, your ticket everywhere. Longhorns on the drive. They're at the 4-yard line with a third down and goal. 1 back in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff, but it's going to be a touchdown just like that, making it look easy. Adrian Taylor, his first trip into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Hey, good job there by Taylor, just squeezing between the guard and the center there up the alley. Easy touchdown for the Dobie Longhorns. Great drive, capitalizing off the turnover.
That's exactly right. Now getting ready for the point after attempt. Campos through the uprights. It's up and it's good. Longhorns draw first blood in this contest, 7-0. Dobie with the lead on the Legacy Sports Network.
And we'd like to give a shout out and welcome to tonight's game future Longhorn band members from Beverly Hills Intermediate.
Get connected with the Legacy Sports Network by checking out our social media pages. On Facebook, you can find us at LSN Sports. On X, formerly known as Twitter, we're at Legacy Sports Net. And on Instagram, we are Legacy Sports Network. Legacy Sports Network, we're building a legacy one game at a time. Dobie with a rare drive that was long and sustained, 5 minutes and 52 seconds. It seems like forever for the Longhorns because they're so good with explosive offense. But they get the score on a 3-yard run by Taylor. And now Rayburn, let's see how they respond. Kickoff is taken up to the 30-yard line. That's where they will take over for their second drive, first down and 10.
Yeah, and that was one of the more impressive drives I've seen from Dobie all year long. As you was talking about, Shane, most of the Dobie touchdowns this year has been these huge explosive plays that they get these 30, 40-yard runs. That time they just continue, march the football down the field, picking up first downs, moving the chains, and that is an impressive drive they had all year.
As you mentioned, Rayburn comes into the season, or into this game rather, third in district in defense. They are actually number one in rushing defense coming into this contest. In 7 games, they allowed a district leading only 739 yards. In second place is Pearland with 798. And then you go to third place, it's 872. So there are over 140 yards less rushing than the third place team. Rayburn defensively is not a bad squad.
Yeah, they're very fundamentally sound. They would, you could tell they didn't allow the explosive. They stayed home. That time Dobie, just got to give them credit. They put together a nice drive there, nice couple of plays, and anytime you have a back like Hodges, Owens, and the rest of the crew, it's gonna be tough to get them off the football field.
3 different backs featured in that drive, and you'll probably see that all game long. There to go, another bunch set rather, and now it's going to be Hooray Jones around the right side. Jones is not going to go very far. As a matter of fact, he may have lost a yard, and looks like he did. It's going to take it back to a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, that time Coach was coaching up Rashawn Howard, one of the captains. He just got blown up out to play, but luckily for him, his teammates was there. Desmond Talib and the rest of the crew came in there to follow things up. Good stop here for the Dobie defense. They really haven't allowed the explosive out on the perimeter, the jet sweeps. They're doing a good job of containing that. They just going to have to hunker down here on 3rd down.
Got the 3rd down play from Arredondo. They're going to line up again. The person just off the line there is what they call the dirty slot, and they're going to hand it off and go around that, follow that dirty slot, and not go very far. I mean, dropped emphatically by number 31. That, of course, is none other than Mr. Tyson Riley. Riley, who actually has 42 total tackles, 21 solos, 21 assists. You can add to those stats with that impressive stop, and it's 4th down, a 3-and-out for Rayburn. That's the last thing you wanted after a Dobie score.
Yeah, last thing you wanted, tough start from Rayburn, turnover, gave up a long touchdown down, now 3-and-out. But if you're Dobie, this is exactly what you want. As we get a punt here over the head of Jones.
And ball goes out of bounds, what, about the 48? Is that where they're going to?
Yeah, right at the
49-yard line, so it's going to be a net of 17 yards, and they're lucky they got that.
Yeah.
Hooray Jones, who's like a utility knife for that team, is Swiss Army, man. He does it all for them.
Right.
Great athletic move to be able to recover and get that ball off.
Yeah, and smart play, because there for a while I was wondering, like, man, don't try to run that. There's nowhere for you to go, but smart guy got the punt off, gave his defense a chance to at least get this Dobie offense off the football field.
49-yard line. That's where the Longhorns are going to start First down and 10. It's going to be a handoff and around the right side and trying to get into the secondary is Hodges, and Hodges is going to be ushered out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be right at about the at the 33-yard line. First down and 10 for the Longhorns.
Yeah, man, Hodges, he is just tough, man. That play looked like Rayburn was in a good spot to make a play, but he has great vision. He saw the hole, was very patient, and once he made his decision and turned upfield, he has this acceleration in second gear that's second to none.
So first down and 10 for the Longhorns in a game that we have yet to see the ball put in the air, and you may not see it tonight. Shotgun snap, hand off to Hodges. Hodges going to cut back to the right. Hodges in the open field. He's to the 20, 15, 10, and another shoestring tackle, denying Hodges the end zone. A great stop right there. Looks like that was, I didn't get a chance to catch the number.
Luciano Morales.
There we go. Here's a replay brought to you by Raising Cane's. A great cutback. And again, once it gets in that secondary, that is tough. But my goodness, a great tackle in the open field by Luciano Morales. First down and goal for the Longhorns. Ball is spotted at the 8-yard line. Handoff, Marcus Jones on the sweep, trying to get to the corner, to the 5, and out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Flag on the play, and I bet it's going to be a hold.
Yeah, you can see it from up here. The tight end that time just had his hands on the outside, grabbing the defender as we get a holding call.
So the first flag against the Longhorns is going to go back for 10 yards, and it's going to be a first down and goal, and the ball is going to be spotted at the at the 18-yard line. First down and goal at the 18. Rarely you ever get to say that. But alas, here we are.
Yeah, anytime those jet sweeps take a little bit too long to develop, it's tough on an offensive lineman because you're trying to keep the defender from breaking outside, and you're just going to get your hands on the outside. It's natural.
Now it's Hodges who's wide right as a receiver, and it's going to be a carry and around the right side. Take it to the 10, to the 5, and in for the touchdown. That is number 4, Titus Randall, the senior quarterback. You know, deja vu all over again.
That's right.
Titus Randall last week when we saw him had 2 carries and 2 touchdowns.
That's right.
Gets another carry here today, scores his 3rd touchdown in 2 weeks, all on the ground, and the Longhorns lead at 13-0.
Hey, if you need a touchdown, call Titus Howard.
Evidently, man. You know, and I tell you what was very smart when you see Hodges out on the outside.
That's right.
A great block downfield, allowing Randall to get into the end zone without any issues whatsoever. And just like that, the Longhorns lead it 14-0. 8:40 remaining of the first period. You're watching District 22-6A football on the Legacy Sports Network. The UIL Texas High School football playoffs begin soon, and we invite you to join us as we'll have play-by-play coverage of Greater Houston area playoffs. You can listen live and, best of all, free on lsnsports.com starting November 14th. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time. Shane Brown along with Gentre Williams, and we mentioned it, there's a big playoff implications here. Rayburn needing a win tonight to be able to stay in the playoff picture. Longhorns, they need a win tonight to be able to get to the Manville game, because that could very well be the deciding factor for them. The team that loses tonight, their playoff hopes, they're still alive, but they're on life support. So this is a big one for both teams.
Yeah, definitely a huge game, and you got to take advantage of this opportunity in a game like this as Dobie coming out firing on all cylinders.
Ball's at the 15, taken up to the 20, and maybe just shy there at the 19. And that's where Rayburn is going to start. And I tell you what, Gentre, if you're the Longhorns, that's what you want. You got to pin a running team deep back into their side of the field because you don't want to give up that explosive play on the ground.
Yeah, you definitely got to pin them back, make them try to put the ball in the air in this situation, really, because you're taking them off their offense. What they normally want to do is try to run a ball methodically, but with 8 minutes left, the way Rayburn plays, this could be their last possession of the half to try to get a touchdown.
You're not kidding. Their first possession, they got the ball with 11:51 to play, and they drove all the way down and then turned it over with 6:12 remaining. It was nearly a 6-minute drive. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be up the middle, and it's going to be stopped right at about Well, let's see. They're going to spot him at the 21. Pickup of 1. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. Again, Rayburn in no hurry. They are going to be very methodical. Right now, 25 seconds remaining on the play clock, and typically they won't get it snapped until under 10 seconds.
Yeah, and another thing with Rayburn is, they continue to come out in these very compressed sets. And, with them trying to run these jet sweeps and things of that nature, it's just so tough when you have the defense compressed as well.
2 backs in the backfield, and again, they're going to try it up the middle, and again, nowhere to go. Tell you what, the defensive line of the Longhorns, they are seriously coming out to play now, and it's almost a contrast of what we saw last week with South Houston and Buckner. And, he was able to get up to the second level quite a bit. I'm telling you, I don't know what happened in the last 7 days, but that defensive line, man, they are hungry so far and look very impressive.
I could tell you what, just knowing how Fitzmore's coach is, just watching his temperament, he probably challenged his defensive line group, especially after last week's game against Buckner, knowing that you have a running team here. Hey, it's going to be up to you guys to make plays if we're going to win this ball game.
2 receivers now, 2 backs in the backfield. Hooray Jones. Now here's going to be a rare pass play and throwing it up. He's got a man. Oh, and he just missed him. Pass intended for Youngblood. And I tell you what, that was a very impressive play and just about had him.
Yeah, they had on the play action wheel route there, and it was a beautiful play. He had to step, but just couldn't connect. And that comes with timing and repetition. They don't throw the ball much. I know they practice it a couple times in practice, but it's not what they're used to doing. But I tell you what, if they lean more into that, they could be a dangerous team.
19 minutes into the game, and we see our first pass play of the contest. Another 3 and out for Rayburn. That is not what they needed, and they're going to be punting the ball. The Longhorns with 2 players back deep. That's number 3. The aforementioned Marcus Jones, along with number 13, Nolan Thomas, both at the 46-yard line of the Longhorns. Hooray Jones with a spiral punt. It's going to be taken at the 47, and it's going to be dropped and recovered at the 45. It looks like that Marcus Jones was ready to take off before he caught the ball.
Yeah, and filling the punts is a lot harder than it looks, because sometimes when these lights, especially when these lights come on a little bit earlier and you're looking up in the lights and it gets in your eyes, and but that time just didn't haul it in. He had opportunity to make a play, but good job jumping on the football.
46-yard line, that's where the Longhorns are going to take over. They've started out with great field position. They've started out at their own 37, the 49, and now at the 47-yard line of Rayburn. Play action. Now Dobie's going to try and air it out, and he's got a man wide open, and Marcus Jones is going to just step out of bounds nice and easy. Pass is complete, and it looks like there was some miscommunication there as Cameron Wafer and number 1, Cohen Holiday. It was kind of interesting. Even as the ball was in the air, Wafer's turned around looking like, what happened? So obvious miscommunication because Marcus Jones was wide open. First down and 10, ball now at the 19. This time it's going to be Hodges. Hodges getting around the corner, and Hodges into the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns.
That was just a heck of a run. Patient. Looked like he was going to go up the middle, cut it to the outside, but back to the previous play, Shane. Looks like that time Sam Rayburn was in the zone coverage, and I done seen this a lot of times. Defensive backs, you watching the quarterback eyes, and you think he's going to go to the post route for Allen, and you leave your assignment, and that's what left Jones wide open there. You just got to stay disciplined, play your assignment. Don't try to be a hero.
So Longhorns now with the point after attempt. It's up, and it's good. Longhorns establishing their position right here as we look at a Raising Cane's instant replay on this run by Hodges.
Stepping up, fakes out the defender, gets him takes that one step to the outside, and Hodges knows, once I got you leaning one way, I cut the other way, there's no chance you catch me.
Reliable energy means a more secure future.
3 touchdowns by 3 different Longhorns. Adrian Taylor got the scoring started with a 3-yard touchdown run. Then, of course, Titus Randall, he went ahead and got his touchdown for the day. And then Marcus Hodges decided he's going to go ahead and get some, and DeMarcus Hodges gets his in for a 19-yard score. 21-0, Longhorns with the lead, and they are about set to kick off as Jorge Torres will do the kickoff duties for the Longhorns.
Yeah, now if you're Sam Rayburn, you know, your game plan completely changes being down 3 scores and the fact that Dobie gets the ball at half. So you got to look for your explosive plays here down the stretch.
Ball is going to be at the 15-yard line and not able to pick it up and just falling on it. It's going to be a first down and 10. And again, not very good starting field position for Rayburn. Rayburn started off with an 11-play drive and were systematically able to move the ball down the field. Since then, they have started in extremely poor field position and back-to-back 3-and-outs, not what you need for this second quarter.
Yeah, it's just been a bad second quarter here for Rayburn, as we're going to get offsides on Dobie. And also, huge shout-out to George Torres, who's doing a great job on the kickoffs. He's putting that ball in a spot to where it just makes it difficult for Rayburn to return it.
So now the 20-yard line is where it's going to begin for the Texans. This will be their 4th drive of the half. Of course, it is Rayburn's homecoming game. Talking to Coach Fitzmaurice, they had theirs last week, and he was all about, distractions, whatever. It's our game. We're okay. We're fine. This week, it's a totally different tale. They're going to be distracted, and they've got all of this stuff going on. We have to take advantage of this. And
That's
like
right.
how he's coaching his team up. And it's going to be a handoff. Ray Jones around the right side, and he is going to get the ball, holding it out, trying to get it to a first down. Where do they spot him? Looks like they're going to spot him short. Just shy of the first down marker, pickup of 9. A good positive play on first down for the Texans.
Yeah, Ray Jones, man, he definitely has a second gear similar to Hodges, and it definitely has a lot of speed to him. I like when he's in this slot position here, see if they get him the ball in like an RPO situation, just a dangerous playmaker.
It's going to be a handoff, going to go right up the middle across the 30-yard line. It looks like they're going to give him to the 31, and that's going to be good enough for a Rayburn first down. Go ahead and move the chains. 6:26 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, move the chains, and also let's give Darryl Randall some credit there with the pancake. Just completely flatlined this guy, clearing the way for a huge first down. First down in the past 2 drives for Rayburn.
Again, no hurry. Arredondo comes in with the play, lets them know what they're getting ready to line up and do. As they get ready to go, 6:07, 9 seconds remaining on the play clock. They're down to 5 seconds. 4 seconds. There's the snap. Handoff for Ray Jones. He's going to try the left side this time across the 35. Met immediately by number 10, Desmond Talib. Up to the 38-yard line we go. Nice pickup there. It's going to be a second down and short, and it looks like Ray Jones is finally getting himself going.
Yeah, you got to get your playmaker the ball, especially down 3 scores right here if you're Rayburn. And I like what they're doing. Just continue to stretch his defense out, giving Ray Jones the ball on the perimeter, making these linebackers try to run sideline to sideline. That's how you tire defense out.
Arredondo to the left. That is Jones wide right. 2 backs in the backfield. Under center. And a handoff straight ahead and across the 40 to the 42-yard line. And that is going to be right at a first down. Go ahead and give it to him. Move the chains. First down to 10 for Sam Rayburn.
Yeah, and this is what we've seen similar to that first drive. It's just all about that first down play and the 1st and 10 here for Rayburn to get things going. They can't only pick up a yard or 2 and get themselves behind schedule. They got to stay on schedule to sustain drives.
Ray Jones is out right now. Bunch formation for Rayburn. And it's going to be handoff, and that is the dirty slot that's going to get the handoff. That's Daniel Saucedo, sophomore running back. It's going to be no gain on the carry. It's going to be a second down and 10.
Yeah, again, just now you put yourself in 2nd and 10, and with Jones catching a breather, be in there and see what Rayburn draws up here. And they had success on that play-action pass, but you know that Dobie secondary is probably playing that now.
Jamiron Youngblood, number 4, checking in for the running back again. He had a great game last week, had a couple of good runs earlier. Let's see if they give him the ball. 2 receivers to the left. Again, 2 backs in the backfield, and there's a handoff around the left side, and that's the aforementioned Youngblood. He's going to pick up anything? Nope. Again, they spot him right at the line of scrimmage. Great job by this defensive line. I will tell you this. This is really kind of funny because I see Coach Watson out on the field, the defensive line coach. He said he was listening to the broadcast last week. He wasn't at the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his wife was giving birth to their child.
Oh, congratulations.
So, yeah, congratulations to him. I said, man, I'm happy for you. He goes, yeah, I heard what you said about the defensive line last week, and I'm like, I'm not even there. Because they're giving up the runs. I said, Coach, we're going to give you love this week. And so I'm telling you, because the way they're playing, they deserve a lot of love. Because, I mean, that is 3 straight runs. And, I mean, they went nowhere, and backwards.
Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted there. This defensive line, they've been playing fired up the past 3 drives. There's definitely, there's been a spark. There's been something that Coach said that got these guys excited, and they come out here playing with their heads on fire.
3:12 remaining, 4th down. Offensive unit is staying on the field. They know they need to score, and they got to take advantage of it here, as this could very well be their last possession of the half. And Rayburn is going to take a timeout, and they're going to talk about it. We're going to take a timeout as well. District 22 6A football on the Legacy Sports Network.
Teaching is hard enough. Banking should be easy. Gulf Coast Educators Federal Credit Union exclusively serves Texas educators and their families in the classroom, the cafeteria, or on the bus. Gulf Coast Educators is here for you. We make banking easy because teaching is hard enough. Gulf Coast Educators Federal Credit Union. Become a member today. You deserve some extra credit. Apply for a Texas Educators Rewards credit card and pay no interest for 6 months and as low as 6.99% after that.
At Ally, we try to make sure that patients feel appreciated and they feel like they're at a place that actually cares about them.
Certified ER physicians on site 24/7 with little to no wait. Find an Ally near you at allymedical.com.
2:57 remaining in the second period, and the Texans decided to punt. Ray Jones with a beautiful one.
Wow.
Takes a Rayburn bounce, and that's going to bury the Longhorns deep inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Man, I tell you what, that was, 41, 950-yard punt. Yep. Great job by Ray Jones there, and not a bad move because while the Longhorns do have an explosive offense, it's harder to score from your own 9 than it would be from your 29.
That's right, and they've had a really good field position. This will be the toughest field position of the Longhorns tonight. Has the opportunity to work on a 3-minute offense here. See what they draw up.
So at the 9-yard line, they start with 2:46 remaining, and it's going to be a handoff and taking it around the left side across the 10-15 to the 20-yard line. Good enough for a first down. That's Owens. Owens with a second carry of the night. Move the chains for the Longhorns.
Man, Owens, he's so explosive, man. He's like almost like he's shot out of a cannon on that run. They came out in that trips formation and just utilized the numbers advantage they had to the left side.
Longhorns see if they can add to this 21-0 lead before they go into the locker room. Hodges is the lone back in the backfield, shotgun formation. Got receivers to either side. And drop back, roll out right, looking right, throwing right, and the pass is incomplete. It was low, intended for Nolan Thomas, and it's going to bring up a second down and 10 with 2:11 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, we have a flag on the play as well, and then looks like it's going to go against Rayburn.
It looks like a 15-yard variety. Let's see what referee signals. I didn't see him signal anything yet, but obviously it's got to be a personal foul.
Yeah, some sort of personal foul there. I didn't quite see the penalty, so good. Another big penalty there for Rayburn, and they just got to tighten up. They had good defense there. Dobie tried to run a comeback route on the play action, but just got to tighten up on your discipline.
Ball is on the right hash, and Longhorns are set. They're going to go 5 wide. They got 3 to one side. Hodges is going to go over to the right side, and the Longhorns are going to throw. It's going to be a quick out, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for number 81, Isaac Mendez. Second down and 10 with 2:08 remaining.
Yeah, that quick hitch route is all about timing and anticipation. You want to throw that before your wide receiver breaks and comes back. That was a good throw, but that's even better pass defense by number 2, Jacob Martinez, able to get his hands in there and deflect that football.
Skill players over near the left hash, the line in a huddle to the right hash. Play comes in, and now they get to the line. It's going to be 2 receivers to the right. Hodges in the backfield, Belleville in motion. And back to the ground game go the Longhorns, and Hodges gets into the secondary, and he's gone. He's to the 40, to the 30. One man can beat him, and he does. Well, I tell you what, I counted those chickens before they hatched. Man, I did not know that Tyrone Smith had wheels like that. But, brother, it's one of the few people I've seen that could catch up to Hodges in the open field.
I've never seen Hodges get tracked down like that. And what a hustle play there from Tyrone Smith. Didn't give up on the play. Great run by Hodges. Broke the long run, but even better effort by Smith. That is rare you see someone track down Hodges.
Smith, the sophomore, he's a transfer from Summer Creek. Man, has got some wheels and did an excellent job of catching him because no one else was. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Longhorns as we have hit the 2-minute timeout on the Legacy Sports Network. One minute, 58 seconds remaining in this first half. Longhorns with a 21-0 lead, and it's going to be straight up the middle, and Taylor is going to hit pay dirt for his second touchdown of the evening. It's going to be of the 9-yard variety, and the Longhorns now up 20-08. We got flag on the play, illegal formation against the Longhorns.
Yeah, they're going to get them for, like you said, Shane, illegal formation there. Great run, but you just got to make sure you get your guys set as the quarterback. You can't snap the ball before while your guys still moving.
So for the Longhorns, that's going to be their third penalty of the half, as they're trying to add to a 21-0 lead. As we mentioned, a lot of implications here tonight. We've got the big game happening between Shadow Creek and Pearland. We'll get you a score on that here in just a little bit. A lot of people are going to be paying attention to that game. Shotgun formation, handoff. That's Jones around the left side of the jet sweep. Cuts up the field. It gets across the 10. And another flag on the play. As now all of a sudden it starts to get a little sloppy out there. And we'll see what this one's going to be. We've also got a Texan down on the field. Injury timeout brought to you by Houston Methodist Clear Lake. We'll take a timeout as well on the Legacy Sports Network.
Let's hear it for Mr. Luciano Morales. We hope he's okay.
.143 remaining in the contest, or in the first half rather, of this contest. Longhorns 21-0, trying to add a score before they get into the locker room. Shane Brown, Gentray Williams at Pasadena ISD's Veterans Memorial Stadium, District 22 6A matchup between two teams with identical district records, both coming in with a record of 2-3. Two backs in the backfield. Look right, throws right. It's going to be a fade pattern, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Thomas, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and goal. And this quarter, I tell you what, we've seen the Longhorns look like Air Coryell offense out there, you know?
Yeah, this is a very throwback offense. They've been very effective running the football. This offensive line's done a tremendous job all night. That time they're trying to go to the air. They haven't been as successful in the air. I don't think they've completed a pass yet, but the run game has been getting it done.
Now getting up under center was a shotgun look. That's Hernandez. Hernandez with a handoff and a quick pitch around the right side, and a great job of stringing Taylor out is the Rayburn defense. And Taylor goes backwards, finishing him off was number 8, Josiah Vela, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, great job there rallying on the defensive side of the ball. If you're Rayburn, just getting the guy down.
So 1:12 remaining. Minute 10, minute 9, clock running as we are at the closing moments of this contest. Just a few moments, halftime entertainment and the crowning of the homecoming king and queen for the Rayburn Texans. Homecoming 2025 for them, and we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well on the Legacy Sports Network.
Imagine you are him. Or her. Like them, you have a lot to manage. Houston Methodist has a lot to offer. Convenient primary care for annual upkeep, personalized orthopedics to keep you going, and a cancer center with the latest technology and treatments, all in one manageable system so you can thrive. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. For you, Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
The McDonald's Texas Invitational, the largest, most prestigious high school basketball tournament in the state of Texas. 80 teams compete for preseason dominance because we know the road to state starts here. Put your brand in the spotlight, be a part of the legacy, become a sponsor today at texasinvitational.com.
.52 seconds now remaining. Longhorns with the ball with a 3rd down and goal, but they're back at their 11-yard line. Jones in motion. It's going to be handoff to Taylor up the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns. No flags on the play.
What a run there by the young man. Just 2nd touchdown of the night from Adrian Taylor. Just being the physical tailback that he is, putting his head down, getting into the end zone. And right now, Sam Rayburn is in a world of trouble.
27-0 with the point after pending, and Taylor with his 2nd touchdown on the ground tonight. Campos, kick is up. Kick is good. 48 seconds remaining. 28-0 Longhorns with the lead on the Legacy Sports Network. .28-0 Longhorns with the lead as they get ready to kick off in the closing minute of this first half. Longhorns with 4 scores in the 2nd period to take this commanding lead. Across the 40, 45, 50 into Longhorn territory, and that's going to be a face mask. Jeremiah Youngblood on the return, and they're going to add 15 yards to this, and that's going to be a great starting position. But unfortunately, only 41 seconds remaining. Rayburn desperately needs to get on the board here tonight. Again, this game is extremely important for both teams. The winner is going to keep their playoff hopes alive, and the loser is going to be in a world of trouble when it comes to trying to get to the postseason.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough for both teams, especially, for Rayburn, down 28 points here. Only 41 seconds remaining in this half, but they're going to try to get some points on the board quickly if they want to try to make this a ball game.
Coach Gonzalez was talking a lot about that win that they had that was very impressive over South Houston. First time they had beaten the Trojans since 2012. And he said his team came into tonight feeling like they could believe they could win this game. That pass is complete. And it goes to number 88, Wesley Austin, the senior tight end. And that's going to be a pickup of 5. And it's going to bring up a third down. But I've got second down, but the marker says third, but I think it's second down. Yeah. Timeout taken by the Texans, their second of the half.
Yeah, great play action pass play there from the Texans.
Reliable energy means
getting into
a more
the tight end.
secure future.
That's only their second pass attempt, and they've had some
US
success
production nearly 20%.
running the football, and that's what sets up the play action game.
Discover how Chevron is fueling America's
take a timeout.
energy advantage.
Legacy Sports Network. .25 seconds remaining, and the Rayburn Texans, with their best drive of the night so far, they're at the Longhorn 25-yard line, trying to get on the board before halftime. Shane Brown and Gentre Williams, and the first quarter seemed like it lasted all of literally 12 minutes, no score, and then the Longhorns able to deliver with 4 touchdowns this period, and Rayburn trying to get on the board for the first time. Ray Jones around the right side, a little trickery, and to the tight end, touchdown! Pass complete to Wesley Austin, 25 yards, and Rayburn is on the board.
What a play call there from the offensive coordinator. Halfback pass, letting the kids have some fun. Jones, man, I had to try that young man. That quarterback threw an absolute dime, and a huge reception there for the Texans. And that's going to provide a spark going into halftime.
Absolutely will. Their first touchdown through the air this season. They are going to go for 2. Coach Fitzmaurice talked about that. Said they'll always go for a 2-point conversion. They're going to take a timeout, catch their breath, and discuss that. Now, to give you an idea, that pass was 25 yards. In this drive, Rayburn has 30 yards in the air. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, they're going to motion here to Jones. Jones, you can tell he's thinking about throwing it all the whole way and just climbing a ladder. Coming down with a big-time reception there by the tight end, number 88, Wesley Austin, using all of his 6'4" frame.
Just over the hands of Tyson Riley, 30 yards through the air for Rayburn. They had 91 passing yards coming into the game for the entire season. They matched a third of their aerial assault in 3 plays.
Yeah, this is wow. That's that's as good as it gets for Sam Rayburn, and they needed it in that moment. They couldn't have those passing yards come at a bigger time, Shane, and here they are trying to go for 2.
So now it's going to be a tight formation. It's going to be a handoff for Ray Jones trying to cut up, and he's going to be denied. And it's going to be a 28-6 game in favor of the Longhorns. But now you've got to think, you're looking for a spark, and we know how momentum plays in football. Right now, I'm telling you, Rayburn with a beautiful score right there and an opportunity to go in the locker room feeling pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to take advantage of the opportunity. And that's sometimes just that one play is all you need. Is a lot of football, basketball, a lot of these sports, I want to say 20 to 30% of it is physical and the rest of it is straight mental. Once you get to see a basket go through a hoop or you score a touchdown, it excites the team. You get that juice back, and you go out there, everyone starts making plays.
Family owned and operated, Top Dog Fireworks has 14 locations in the greater Houston area. Go to topdogfireworks.com to find a location near you. Top Dog Fireworks supports a community and wishes the local high school athletes best of luck. Make memories and strive for your goals. Top Dog Fireworks, say it with a boom. And boom, just like that. I'm still 30 yards of offensive air assault, and the Rayburn Texans, man, they absolutely increased their total offense in the air by 33%, and they are on the board. And again, 19 seconds remaining. Now, one thing Coach Fitzmaurice did say is that they tend to onside kick quite a lot. So we're going to see if they're going to try and take advantage of the element of surprise maybe, but you can tell he's got his good hands club up there. He's got Hodges up there on the front line. He's got Belleville up there. He's got Howard up there, so they're anticipating an onside kick. But alas, that is not going to be the case. It goes into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and the Longhorns will take over first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Yeah, Dobie was ready for that onside kick.
Yeah, and rightfully so. And I liked the decision there by Rayburn to kick it off. You don't want to give Dobie good field position. I know it's only 19 seconds left in the half, but we've seen Hodges so much time in and game out create explosive run plays.
Oh, Dobie offense can do more with less time than that.
That's right.
So, yep, good call by them. First down and 10, 30-yard line. That's where the Longhorns are going to take over in the final 19 seconds of this half. Two receivers to the right, two backs in the backfield. Looks like that's Bell and DeMarcus Hodges. Jones in motion. Tied in to the left. 12 seconds on the play clock. It's going to be a pitch, and it's going to be a reverse. Jones around the right side, gets into the secondary to the 40, 45, to the 50 into Texas territory, and he's down at the 35-yard line with 8 seconds left, and Dobie quickly gets the timeout, so they got time for at least one more play.
Oh, man, everyone's bringing out the bag of tricks tonight. That time you got the reverse from Dobie. Nice job there by Jones, picking up a huge gain of yards there, but this is the time, this is the game that you bring out all the bag of tricks.
You know, Jones, if you can get him with gears going, it's almost like Tyreek Hill on a jet sweep.
That's right.
If you can get him in full motion, man, that is a hard dude to bring down. A great pickup by Jones there. And a first down with 8 seconds remaining. The Longhorns are going to try and get one more score, up by 22 in this contest. Again, nothing going in the first quarter. And then all of a sudden, 34 points scored combined by both teams here in the second frame.
And we go back to the empty set here. If you're Sam Rayburn, just got to be disciplined, be ready for it. Any type of trick plays, no penalties at all costs.
Hernandez gets the ball. He's going to drop. He's rushed. He's going to take a hit. And it's almost intercepted. I'm not sure they can't call roughing the passer, can they, on that play?
Yeah, that's where the flag was thrown. And I see a holding actual signal here from the official.
Okay, holding is the call. I was about to say, man, that rush came in, and I'll give Hernandez credit. That kid stayed in the pocket, and he took a shot to deliver that ball, but alas, it falls short and incomplete. And they're going to move it back, and it's going to be 2 seconds remaining in the half. This will be the final play.
They want them to put 5 seconds on the play clock. Yeah, nice toughness there by the quarterback, just standing in the pocket. He tried to give Hodges as much time as he possibly can to get down the field, but with a pass rush coming like that, man, it's just tough. It's tough on the quarterback, and it almost went the other way.
Tell you, I mean, he knew he was going to get stuck.
Yeah.
And he did, no question.
And, man, if Tyrone Smith got his hands on that, we've seen him catch Hodges a couple times. He would have been on.
There's no one stopping him. Yeah, he's taking it to the house. Yeah, no question. No question. Taking another look at the sideline are the Longhorns. Taylor quickly comes out, and Belleville's going to come in. They haven't started the play clock yet. 5 seconds. Now they got the play clock going. 5 seconds remaining. 2 receivers, one to either side. And again, it's going to be a fake reverse, and Hodges is going to get the ball, try and get upfield, leaps over a man. Belleville with a block, and they're going to drop him at the 10-yard line. That was a 37-yard run to wrap up the half, and we go in the locker room with a 28-6 ball game. Longhorns in control, and I tell you what, Gentry, the second half, it was a battle of wills, and I'm going to tell you, the Longhorns, they got the better of that game.
Yeah, and they rattled off 28 unanswered points there, led by Hodges and his entire backfield. Owens, number 9, Adrian Taylor. They got their run game going, and it was tough for Rayburn. A couple of 3 and outs to start the things off in the second quarter, but it had that explosive halfback pass play from Jones to his tight end, Austin. So interesting to see how both of these teams come out in the second half, and this could be a great football game.
The Longhorns will get the ball when we start the second half, but right now, fans, it's time to kick back and enjoy some halftime entertainment. J. Frank Dobie Band making their way onto the field under the direction of Kevin Erickson. Then we'll have our homecoming ceremonies. We're going to crown a king and a queen. Sam Rayburn Texans and homecoming 2025. 28-6 is your score. Longhorns with the lead. And then fans, will be back in for the third quarter. In the meantime, enjoy halftime on the Legacy Sports Network.
the field for your halftime entertainment, the award-winning Dobie Longhorn Marching Band. The Dobie Longhorn Band is under the direction of Kevin Erickson, Jamie Madridas, Clay McNeil, and Tyler Scarberry. The 2025 Longhorn Band drum majors are Joaquin Ramirez, Anthony Quinajero, and Tatiana Rodriguez. The Longhorn Band would like to welcome our very special guests, the 8th grade band students, our future Longhorn Band members from Beverly Hills and Thompson Intermediate School. The 2025 Longhorn Band field production is entitled Ah Paris, featuring music by Samson, Satie, Piaf, and Offenbach, arranged by Frank Sullivan and Kevin Erickson. Band members Luis R. Woodwin, Santiago Hernandez, brass, Martin Diosdado, percussion, Christian Velasquez, and color guard, Molly Mata. Section of the week is trumpet. The Dobie Longhorn Band is proudly sponsored by Demontron Mazda and by Auto Nation Chevrolet, the Greater Houston area Chevy dealers. And now, the pride of the South Belt, the Dobie Longhorn Marching Band.
Good evening. I'm Avery McIntosh, and on behalf of Sam Rayburn High School, I'd like to welcome you to our 2025 Homecoming Halftime Festivities. Now please direct your attention to our mighty Texan band, Texans drill team, Sam Rayburn Varsity Cheerleader, and our JROTC, who will be assisting with our homecoming board presentation. It is now time to present to you this year's homecoming court. Our freshman lady is Beatrix Bustillos. Beatrix attends our early college high school, is a proud member of Mighty Texan Band, and serves as the 9th grade student council secretary. She plans to attend Texas A&M University and pursue a career as a veterinarian. She is escorted by our freshman knight, Edgar Jude Hernandez, who is also a proud member of the Mighty Texan Band and participates in JROTC. Edgar plans to attend the University of Houston and major in sports management. Your freshman lady and freshman knight. Our sophomore duchess is Sophia Garcia. Sophia is a member of the Texans, the debate team, and the AVID program. She currently serves as the class of 2028 secretary. Sophia plans to attend Louisiana State University and become an immigration attorney. She is escorted by sophomore Duke Joel Ramirez, a proud member of the Mighty Texan Band and an active participant in the Renegade Theater Company and a member of Encore. Joel aspires to excel in music and musical theater. Your sophomore Duchess and Duke. Our junior princess is Valeria Lozano. Valeria is an esteemed member of Orchestra, the National Honor Society, and attends our early college high school. She has received an Academics Excellence Award and hopes to be accepted into the University of Texas. She is escorted by our junior prince, Anthony Mendez, who is a dedicated member of ROTC, HOSA, Academic Decathlon, and the National Honor Society. Anthony also serves as the class of 2027 president. After high school, he plans to attend college to become a doctor. Your junior prince and princess. And now I present to you your Mr. Roundup finalist. Our first Mr. Roundup finalist is Salvador Gonzalez. Salvador is currently serving his 4th year in JROTC, Safe Schools Ambassadors, the Superintendent Student Advisory Committee, and as Class of 2026 Treasurer. He's also been active in cross-country, AVID, powerlifting, track, and National Honor Society for 3 years and participated in debate and named that book for 2. After graduation, he plans to attend the University of Texas to become a neurologist. Salvador would like to recognize his mother, Olivia V. Castillo, for being his greatest motivator and for inspiring his passion for community service. He thanks her for being his lifelong friend who will always be rooting for him from the sidelines. Salvador is escorted by his mom, Olivia V. Castillo. Our next Mr. Roundup finalist is Malachi Rivas. Malachi has proudly served as Sam Rayburn's starting quarterback since his sophomore year and team captain during his junior and senior seasons. After graduation, he plans to attend a 4-year university. Malachi thanks God, his family, and friends for their constant support. A special shout out goes to his grandpa Rivas for teaching him the game and always being there. Malachi also thanks his teachers and coaches for their guidance. Malachi is escorted by his father, Nevi Rivas. Our last Mr. Roundup finalist is Victor Sosa. Victor has been dedicated member of the Mighty Texan Band for 4 years, serving as drum major for 2 of those years. He has also participated in jazz band and mariachi for 2 years each, where he served as treasurer. In addition, Victor is a proud member of the National Honor Society. He plans to attend the University of Texas and pursue a degree in chemical engineering. Victor is escorted by his mother, Rafaela Martinez, and his father, Pablo Sosa. Your Mr. Roundup finalist. And now I'd like to introduce to you Miss Roundup finalist. Our first Miss Roundup finalist is Angela Maldonado. Angela is the colonel of the dance team and an avid student. Her accomplishments include receiving dance honors, being named Dance Sophomore of the Year, and serving as dance captain last school year. Angela plans to attend a 4-year university and pursue a career in the medical field. She would like to thank her parents for always supporting her, being there when she needed them, and helping her reach her goals. She also extends her gratitude to her teachers for keeping her motivated through her high school years. Angela is escorted this evening by her parents, Joelle and Erica Maldonado. Our next Miss Roundup finalist is Ashley Cruz. Ashley serves as the class of 2026 president of the National Honor Society, editor-in-chief of the yearbook, vice president of Blue Crew, and a leader in Youth for Christ and ECHS for Christ. She also is an active member of the book club. Her honors include academic excellence, certification excellence in liberal arts, Dean's List recognition, completion of Texas Bluebonnet Girl State, and multiple awards for leadership and responsibility, including recognition from the House of Representatives and the American Auxiliary. Ashley plans to attend the University of Texas to pursue a degree in psychology. She gives thanks to God for this opportunity, her parents for encouraging her to grow and value education, and her family and friends for their constant support. Ashley is escorted by her mother, Julissa Hernandez, and her father, Mike Cruz. Our third and final Miss Roundup finalist, Jacinia Furman. Jacinia is a 2-year member of Student Council and currently serves as Vice President of the Class of 2026. She is also a 3-year member of the Texans Drill Team, a HOSA officer, and an active participant in both debate and BPA. She has earned honors dance recognition for 2 years. Jacinia plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in nursing. She would like to recognize her mom, Angel, for being her biggest supporter and motivator. Her belief in Jacinia has helped her become the best version of herself and inspired her to chase her dreams. Jacinia is escorted by her mother, Angel Hoyt, and her father, Victor Furman. Entering the field is Sam Rayburn High School Principal, Miss Catherine Rarick, accompanied by last year's Mr. and Mrs. Roundup, Citlali Perez and Samuel Liao. Joining them are senior class sponsors, Miss Audra Kronk and Miss Sandra Nieto. The candidates before you were chosen by their class to represent them. And now, I proudly introduce to you the Sam Rayburn High School 2025 Mr. and Mrs. Roundup. For your 2025 Mr. Roundup, the student body has selected Victor Sosa. And for your 2025 Miss Roundup, the student body has selected Jacinia Furman. Let's give it up one more time for your 2025 Mr. and Mrs. Roundup, Sam Rayburn High School. Once again, I'm Amory McIntosh, and it's been my pleasure to present to you the Sam Rayburn Homecoming Court of 2025.
Let's welcome your Texans back to the field.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're about ready to get this second half underway. A 28-6 game with the Longhorns comfortably with a 22-point lead. Hope you enjoyed the halftime festivities for homecoming 2025 for the Rayburn Texans. Getting ready to kick it off. It's going to be Ricky Cavill, sophomore kicker. We saw no score in the first quarter and then 34 points combined. Let's see what happens now. And now we've got a total. Little trickery there.
Hey, he got his own teammates that time, but
his own teammates, us, everybody in the field, and it's going to be taken around. Taylor around the right side. Taylor trying to get in the open field. He's in a Rayburn territory. He's going to be out of bounds. It's going to say they got him out at the 44-yard line. We've got a flag on the play. And it is going to be offsides against the Texans. I mean, I'm watching and I'm like, okay, is everybody really confused? And then he kicked it off, and I thought, well, I guess everybody knew what they were doing. But yet it's offside, so yeah.
Yeah, I think, he confused his team, and it looked like he just hesitated. That's why you don't want to hesitate in any situation. Unfortunate here, and it's going to set up Dobie with excellent field position. We've already seen the explosiveness of this offense. Hodges, Taylor, Randall, the entire crew getting involved.
36-yard line. Longhorns with their first possession of this half, up by 22. And it's going to be Randall. It's going to be a quarterback carry to the 20-yard line and out at the 17-yard line, and a very disappointing run for Titus Randall because he didn't score a touchdown.
All he did was pick up 15, 16 yards, but that's below his rushing average.
That's so subpar for Titus Randall, isn't it? So anyway, Randall does a great job, move the chains, first down and 10. They're at the 19-yard line. And then all of a sudden, here's Hernandez back in. Hodges, the lone back in the backfield, two receivers to the left. Handoff, Hodges up the middle and across the 10 to the 9-yard line, and that's going to be good enough, I believe, or are they going to spot him at the 10? Nope, they're going to give him the 9-yard line. Go ahead and make it a first down and goal for the Longhorns. And just like that, they are poised to strike again.
Yeah, two rushing plays, two first downs, huge kickoff return. Just getting all their weapons involved, keeping everyone involved in offense. This is an explosive attack.
Three receivers to the left. It's going to be a toss left and across the 5 and into the end zone. DeMarcus Hodges making it look easy. 3 plays. Going a total of 64 yards, or correction, 36 yards. And just like that, the Longhorns add 6 more. It's now 34-6.
And that was a quick touchdown. Way to capitalize off a huge kickoff return by Taylor. This offense, they came out here in the second half with a point to prove, and they're going to go ahead and extend this lead out to 29.
Kick is up. Kick is good. 28-6. That's our score. 10:54 remaining in the third period. You're watching District 22 6A football on the Legacy Sports Network.
And tonight's Second half fixture replays are sponsored by Racing Cane.
The UIL Texas High School football playoffs begin soon, and we invite you to join us as we'll have play-by-play coverage of Greater Houston area playoff football. Listen live and best of all free on ellisonsports.com beginning November 14th. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time. 3 plays, took him less than a minute, 36 yards. Hodges with his second TD run of the night. 28-6, or 35-6 rather, is your score. Ray Jones with the carry, or with the kickoff return across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down and 10 for Rayburn, and they have done a good job, Gentry, of establishing some long drives. Finally resulted in some points, but they are going to need a lot of those in this half if they plan on getting back in this game.
Yeah, they're down 4 scores right now. They've had 5 possessions. They scored one of those 5 possessions, so they're going to have to go, 4 for 4, or every time they touch the ball, they're going to have to score every time to keep their playoff hopes alive. I done seen all types of comebacks in football. We all watched the 28-3 comeback from the Patriots in the Super Bowl, so anything's possible. Continue to play hard and execute your offense.
We talk about playoff implications. One game we're really paying attention to is Pearland and Shadow Creek. Last score, it was 7-0 Pearland in the third period, so a big game there, and we'll keep you up to date on that game as this one progresses. I believe you had the score, it was Manville, that was, or Dawson rather, that was up big on Alvin.
Yeah, 42-0 on Alvin. Pearland Dawson, they also have an opportunity with the 3-way tie if Pearland wants to lose tonight, so everyone's trying to fight for those playoff spots. Is coming down here to the stretch, so you got to be playing your best ball.
Absolutely. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be around the right side across the 25 and about the 29-yard line, carried by Saucedo. It's going to be a now 3rd down and 2, very manageable for the Texans.
Yeah, good job there pulling by the left guard, number 52 of Rayburn. Adrian Paz just getting out on the perimeter and pancaking the guy and making it 3rd and very manageable here for the Rayburn offense.
Paz again, just his 2nd game at that position. New to the offensive line. Handoff across the 30 and up to the 32-yard line. Move the chains. That's going to be good for a Rayburn first down. Estrada on the carry. Coming into the game with 94 carries, a little over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns to his credit.
Yeah, he's that fullback in this wing T offense. Just picks up those tough, gritty yards as you've seen there in a 3rd and short situation.
Rivas under center, handoff, and right up the middle, and about the 34-yard line is where he's going to get met. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 8.
A good run, also a good double team block there by the, I want to say it was a left tackle, number 50, Christian Mendez. They was able to push a guy all the way out here towards the sideline, and great blocking, but minimal gain here for Rayburn, and if you're Dobie, you just got to be on the lookout for those explosive passing plays.
It's going to be a bunch formation now for the Texans. Handoff, and that's going to be the T. The slot T with the carry, number 5, Saucedo, across the 35. They'll stop him there. That's going to bring up a 3rd down now and 7. Opening drive for the Texans, as they need points, and they need them in a hurry if they want to keep the playoff hopes alive, down 35-6, as we're about to approach the 8-minute mark here in the 3rd period. Rivas under center. It's going to be a handoff, carried around the left side, and up to about the 38-yard line is Ruben Vasquez. senior running back. It's going to be 4th down, and they are going to bring on the punting unit.
Yeah, just tough offensive sequence there for Rayburn. I know Dobie. They're probably on alert right now. Anytime Jones is back here to punt, he's in the top 7 in rushing in the entire district. So he's a playmaker from that punter position.
He does it all: punts, kickoff returns, top running back, the Swiss Army knife for this team. And a couple of very impressive punts. That one takes a bounce on the snap, able to get it and get it up in the air. And this time it's going to take a bounce in favor of the Longhorns. Texans are going to down it at the 45-yard line. And again, great starting field position for Dobie.
Yeah, more on Jones. He also can throw the football, as we've seen early on there in the second quarter. So good punt there. Dobie's going to come out. Be interested to see if they start to go into their true clock offense, taking their time a little bit, not in a rush, but again, that point differential to decide that those teams in the playoffs can also come and play as well.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left. It's going to be a handoff and trying to cut up the field, getting across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's going to be Owens. Owens with limited action, just his 3rd carry of the night, picks up 1. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, good job cutting him off that time by Raymond Sabala, getting in there in the backfield, making him make a decision, not allowing him to get up to full speed, and great backfield tackle by this Rayburn defense.
They bring in Adrian Taylor now on 2nd down. He's the lone back, 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Belleville in motion. And play action, and a throw over the middle, and met immediately. A great job of getting through the line. That's number 0, Jules Bird Acuna. And buddy, I tell you what, he got through that line like a shot.
Yeah, great job winning at the point of contact. Very quick, active hands, did a nice move getting into the face of Hernandez. And Hernandez, he's been taking some hits tonight. This is a tough kid, and he's standing in that pocket and trying to deliver accurate passes.
3rd down and 9 for the Longhorns. And again, 2 receivers, 1 to either side. Jones in motion. And it's going to be handoff to Taylor. Taylor going to try and get around the right side. He's not going to go very far. Going to get up to about the 48-yard line, and what I believe is going to be the first 3 and out if the Longhorns decide to punt here.
Yeah, they're thinking long and hard about this one, but they're going to sit on the punt unit. Great defensive stance there by the Texans, getting a 3 and out. Good fundamental defense, not over pursuing, being in their spots. It's going to give them an opportunity here. And again, Rayburn just don't have too much time. They're going to have to make some explosive plays.
They don't have anybody deep. And punt is going to go at about the 15-yard line, and it's going to roll inside the 10, and at the 10 is where it's going to be down. Spotted there by number 38, Donovan Lamas. First down at 10 for the Rayburn Texans with 5:37 remaining in the 3rd period. Great defensive stop there. The Texans coming into this game number 1 in rushing defense and number 3 overall. A great showing right there by the defensive unit, but now the offense has really got to get it going with 5:37 remaining in the 3rd period at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, I'd like to see them get back to their passing game. I know they've only accumulated just a little bit over 120 yards for the year, but there's some opportunities the way the Dobie safeties are playing so close to the line of scrimmage.
You've got 8 people in the box, so they are definitely keen on that run, and that's going to be maybe a yard. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. You see how close are up in the, you got 8 in the box, and your safeties are coming up. I mean, they are really keen on the run, so if you wanted to try play action, if you feel like you can get something over the top, it's the time to do it.
Yeah, definitely, and just watch the steps of these safeties. They're not even strafing. They're going straight downhill. If you pull that ball on a play action fake, we've seen Jones, we've seen a lot of these weapons here from the Texans be able to get a step. I also like to see Tyrone Smith, an explosive athlete, out there on the perimeter. He can make these guys at least Be honest.
Typically a 4-3 defense is what they run, but the Longhorns are in a 5-2 tonight. It's going to be a carry around the left side. That's Acedo. Gets up to the 14-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down and 6. Yeah, you can tell it's usually a base 4-3 defense, but tonight they're really bringing up that 5th defensive lineman. And kind of a hybrid, it looks like, as one of the corners looks to be playing like a linebacker position, if you will, into the 5 in that 5-2. Buddy, I tell you what, they are really doing a great job up front in handling this Rayburn rushing attack.
Yeah, like you said, 5 defensive linemen, almost as if 4 linebackers on the field.
Roll out right, it's going to be a pass play. Looking, pass is complete, and up to the 20-yard line. Pass goes to Javier Estrada, and that is going to be good enough for a Rayburn 1st down.
That play action pass is going to continue to be there if you have the success in the run game that Rayburn has. The linebackers and safeties of Dobie, they've been playing downhill all night long. And I understand Rayburn have their philosophy, but it'd be nice to see them open it up a little bit more, create some opportunities for their weapons.
It's going to be a tight set now. 2 backs in the backfield. A quick handoff, taking around the left side, up to the 25, into the 30, bouncing outside up to the 32. Tackled forward to the 33. That's Youngblood. Another 1st down for the Texans. Move the chains. It's a 1st and 10 at the Rayburn 32.
Yeah, nice run there by Youngblood. Running behind his pass. Almost pushed one of his lead blockers to block some more.
Yeah.
Just good drive here coming down the stretch for the Rayburn Texans. This is a very pivotal drive in this game.
3:12. Play clock down to 12 seconds. 2 receivers, 1 to either side. Rivas, handoff up the middle to the 35, 36-yard line. You're starting to see this offensive line get a little bit more push now.
Yeah, definitely getting a lot more push. And that was set up by the play action. And that time now you're seeing that the Dobie secondary, they're not just so much playing downhill. And that created the extra space for that extra 2 to 3 yards they picked up on that run game.
2nd down and about 6 for the Rayburn Texans at their own 36-yard line. A little bit quicker to the line now. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Rivas, it's going to be a handoff around the right side. Hooray Jones is in the secondary, and he is up to the 49-yard line. Another 1st down. Texans are on the move.
Man, Jones, this kid here, he just gets through the hole so quickly right before they close. Look like the hole is about to close up, but Jones has this gear, this explosiveness to pick up a huge 1st down here for Rayburn, and the Texans are driving again.
Take a look at the Rays and Canes instant replay right here. Once you can get this man in motion, it's hard to bring him down. As you can tell, some great lead blocks right there, and into the secondary, Hooray Jones goes. And he's now going to be wide right. Got a receiver left, that's Arredondo. It's going to be a handoff up the middle and into Longhorn territory. Go the Texans. Carry there by number 22, Sabala. Sophomore. Picks up about 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, just continuing on and pick up, stay ahead of the chain, stay on schedule. 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6. That's where Rayburn is very comfortable. It keeps the entire playbook open up for the offensive coordinator. And ever since they widen out these splits, they've had a lot more success in the run lanes.
Bunch formation now. It's going to be a handoff and taken around the right side to the 40, and out of bounds is Saucedo. And looks like we're going to have flags on the play, a little extracurricular activities after the tackle.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what they're going to get this on. As the officials talk this one over, but looks like it was a good tackle, and didn't see number 10, Desmond Talib, kind of drive him into the ground, but it's going to go against Dobie.
I think it was against Talib. As you saw, as everybody was going back to the sideline, Talib was down on the ground, just rolled over and gave 10 push-ups.
Yeah, he just did too. I was wondering maybe he penalized himself.
Yeah, I guess what, I got the flag, so I'm going to go ahead and get the push-ups out of the way. But
Coach gonna make him do more than that.
Yeah, I bet he is. It's going to go down to the 26-yard line. The last thing you want to do is give him free yards.
That's right.
But they gave him a free 15. First down and 10 at the 26-yard line. And more importantly, the clock stops with 1:14 remaining in the third period. Now it's going to be Malachi Rivas, the senior quarterback under center. It's going to be a handoff around the left side, getting across the 20, down into the red zone.
Tyrone Smith.
Yeah, Smith with, I believe, might be his first carry of the night. And they're going to be down at what looks to be about the 18-yard line, 19-yard line. It's going to be a second down and a short 2.
Yeah, Tyrone Smith, just about, a couple of plays that he's made on the defensive end. I'd like to see him get a little bit more touches here for the Rayburn offense. He's explosive. He's definitely a good athlete, and he can create some mismatches.
Second down and 2, handoff straight up the middle. Man, it's going to be, should give him forward progress, good enough for a first down.
And you got to be careful.
And we have another flag on the play.
Yeah, good job there by the captain, just pulling this guy away from the situation with Sean Howard, showing true leadership, and number 82. Nathan Zavala is going to get a earful heading towards the sideline.
Well, like we said, the last thing you want to do is give them free yards, and the Longhorns have definitely done that on this drive. That is the second 15-yard penalty, and I'm sure Coach Fitzmaurice is not a happy camper.
Yeah, Nathan Zavala, we felt bad for that sideline official, but Nathan, he's about to hear it.
So now 25 seconds remaining in this third period, and the Texans are knocking on the door, doing everything they can to cut into this 29-point lead by the Longhorns. Just to keep you up to date, Pearland Shadow Creek, it's 21-14, Pearland with the lead. That is a barn burner of a game right there, and that game affects this game for certain. It's going to be a handoff, and it looks like it's going to be Smith. Smith trying to cut up field. He's going to get a short gain. Looks like they might give him one. It's going to be a second down. Ball is going to be at the 8-yard line, it looks like. And we've got a timeout on the field. Looks like we have an injured Texan. And we're going to take a timeout as well. 7 seconds remaining in the third period. It's 35-6, Dobie, but our Texans are knocking on the door in the Legacy Sports Network. As we resume play, final 5 seconds have run off, and we have completed the third quarter, 35-6, in a game that has been pretty much Dobie throughout the night. Tonight's team and individual stats provided by the athleticsdepartment.com, full-service provider for stats for high school and college teams. Coaches and athletic directors can contact them for more information. Athleticsdepartment.com now signing up basketball, softball, and baseball teams for this school year. That is athleticsdepartment.com. Carl Thies, man, he is a stat machine.
Yes.
He is a guru that provides us all the numbers and the information, makes us act like we know what we're talking about. At least I do. Jen Trey knows more football than I've ever. He'll forget more in your sleep tonight than I'll ever learn.
We'll go that far.
So I just read numbers. You're the one that knows everything that's going on. So kudos to you, and thank you, Carl Thies. We get ready for the fourth and final frame. It is 21-14. The score for Pearland and Shadow Creek. We'll be keeping you up to date. Right now, Rayburn trying to cut into this 35-6 lead. Handoff and immediately met at the line of scrimmage, going nowhere. Bringing up a third down and goal for Rayburn.
And Shane, we mentioned it in the pregame. It is going to be a very physical football game. Both of these teams like to run the football. We've seen, probably we could count on both hands the number of passes in this entire ball game. Both teams just trying to be effective with the offensive lines. And Rayburn right here knocking on the door. They're going to have to continue to be physical. Definitely 4-down territory. You got to get in the end zone.
Tell you what, you got to think that they've got to feel a sense of urgency to get to the line. There's 5 seconds on the play clock. We've already burned nearly a minute into this fourth quarter. There's going to be a handoff. It's going to go to Ray Jones. He's trying to get around the outside, but he cannot get it done. And right there, he is met by number 7, Rashad Howard, and a great stop by that young man right there. 4th down for the Texans.
Way to step up and be a big-time playmaker, be the captain on the defense. That time he just mirrored Jones, didn't allow him to get to the perimeter. And once Captain Talib gets his hands on you, you're not going anywhere. Captain Howard gets his hand on you, you're not going anywhere.
Now it looks like Rayburn is going to go for it, and they are in desperate need of getting this play and this football into the end zone. Clock is running, 10:30 remaining, 8 seconds remaining on the play clock. They may want to hurry up. Rivas has got to be aware of it. Now he's talking to his backs. He's got 2 seconds, 1, and they're going to get a timeout.
Yeah,
and it's interesting. Dobie is the one that calls the timeout with the shot clock winding down. Shot clock. Well, I'm telling you, I got basketball in the brain. With the play clock running down, we're going to take a timeout on the Legacy Sports Network.
Thinking how to best power her half marathon. That's Energy in Progress.
Gulf Coast Educators FCU exclusively serves school employees in Texas with products that are uniquely designed to fit the needs of educators. To learn more, visit www.gcefcu.org.
At Ally, we try to make sure that patients feel appreciated and they feel like they're at a place that actually cares about them.
Certified ER physicians on site 24/7 with little to no wait. Find an Ally near you at allymedical.com.
Shane Brown, Gentray Williams, we're over here trying to play offensive coordinator. You got 4th down and 14. You need to score. What are you going to try and run?
Probably like a jet sweep to Jones, or try to get. He has to touch the ball in this situation. He's your most dynamic weapon.
It's going to be a rollout. It's going to look to the left. There is Jones in the end zone, and the pass is broken up. Great job there in one-on-one coverage. Tyson Riley breaks up the pass. We were right. They were going to try and get it in Ray Jones' hands. Give him credit. But alas, it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Longhorns, with this ground attack, is going to get a chance to take the ball at their own 14-yard line, and I'm sure that their whole goal is to milk this clock.
Yeah, definitely going to try and milk this clock. Get out of here with a good win, as we have change of quarterback here for the Longhorns. Jalen Miles now under center.
Handoff around the right side across the 20 up to the 23. 25 is Taylor. You're going to get him to the 26. That's his forward progress. That's going to be good for another Longhorn first down.
Yeah, Taylor, man, he just runs so hard behind his pass. He doesn't look like the biggest guy in the world, but he has so much power. Continues to run strong, just throwing guys up off of him, playing the play out.
Got 2 receivers to the left. Now they got trips. One back in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff around the left side and met immediately in the backfield.
What a tackle.
Nice job there by number 72, Darrell Randall. Is that 72?
Yeah, it's number 22.
22.
Raymond Sabala, inside linebackers, another sophomore here from this Rayburn Texans team. And this is another team just like South Houston, a lot of sophomores and juniors out here making plays from Rayburn.
Going to be 2nd down and 11. Shotgun formation, handoff, trying to get up the field, doing a great job of staying on his feet up to the 31-yard line. Great run there by Owens. And the sophomore running back turns nothing into something, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5. Quickly back to the line. Owens again trying the right side, and he's not going to go very far. Maybe the 32, pickup of 1 for Owens.
Yeah, that time they try to get back to the line of scrimmage, run the same play again. Hopefully you can spring that one forward, just rely on your offensive line, and just not able to pick up the yardage needed for a 1st down. Good defense again by Sam Rayburn.
Cohen Holiday on the stop there. It's going to be a 3 and out, and it looks like, well, not a 3 and out, but it's going to be a good 3rd down stop for them with 8:20 remaining. Again, if you're the Longhorns, I got to figure you're going to allow this play clock to wind down for about as much as possible. Rayburn finally drops somebody deep. And it's going to go to the 40 and then roll to the 30, 29, 28-yard line. And there it is going to be down by Leyland Logan. 1st down and 10 for Rayburn. 8:03 remaining in this 4th period. Both these teams trying to notch that 3rd win into the win column, but more importantly, trying to avoid hanging a 4th loss in the loss column, because that's going to pretty much all but seal your fate in terms of playoff aspirations.
And right now for Dobie, they're in prime position. They got to continue to close this one out under just a little bit over 8 minutes to go, and they're going to have to finish strong the rest of this year. They have a good opportunity to put themselves in position to make the playoffs.
Now it's going to be Jones in motion. He's going to get the ball cutting upfield, and about the 30-yard line is where he's going to go. Pickup of 2, pickup of 3 on the play to the 31. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Clock is running. Let's see how fast Rayburn can get to the line.
Yeah, you can see that the guy on the sideline is getting the call in from the coach, and then he has to relay that to the team in the huddle. When you're in this situation, it's going to be tough for Rayburn to come back, because that's like a 20 to 25 second process in itself.
Play clock down to 10 right now. That's going to be a handoff. It's going to round the left side and across the 30, 32, maybe a yard. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 as we approach the 7-minute mark of this 4th and final frame.
Shout out to this Dobie defense. You know, they've only allowed 1 touchdown this entire night. They've been challenged this week. You could tell they had a physical practice. The way this defensive line has came out and responded against a very potent rushing attack, and they did a great job of limiting Rayburn all night long.
Coach Fitzmaurice alluded to that. You know, he said this is probably the most intense that he has coached in game preparation. Handoff around the right side, and up to the 34-yard line is Sacedo. He said he actually was the quarterback on the scout team, and that, he was really challenging his players because he knew how important this game was, because he knew that Rayburn was going to come in here. They've got playoff aspirations just like the Longhorns do, and the last thing you want to do is get tripped up by this team.
That's
and
right.
Then it's all over. If you can get this game and then hold serve, you're setting yourself up for an opportunity against Manville. But if you don't get this one, it's all for naught. And the Longhorns have responded tonight.
Yeah, definitely responded. I've been very impressed with this team. Just their entire response to this game and the way they came out and executed. The first drive by Rayburn was pretty good, but the turnover, and ever since then, Dobie just dominated this ball game.
Absolutely. I'd like to give a huge shout out and thanks to all the Pasadena ISD audiovisual students providing the sites tonight. And of course, the crew behind the cameras, the director tonight, Daniel Coleman. Gustavo Trevino is providing the graphics this evening, and Scott Cundiff delivering Insta Replay tonight. All of the visuals courtesy of those fine gentlemen. A great job by the students with the cameras here this evening. First down and a 3-yard carry for Rayburn, but they're going to have to hurry up now. We're getting into the 5-minute mark. And again, this is just kind of a, it's a part of the system, how they do that. But man, I tell you what, if you got a lead, it's beautiful. Yeah,
it's definitely beautiful. But if you're trailing, that's the drawback of the wing T offense. It's great when you're ahead, but when you're down and you need it, it's not the best offense. Probably, arguably the worst offense to be in trailing.
Handoff's going to be around over the right guard up to the 44, 45-yard line. It's going to be 3 more yards. 4:40 remaining. Clock continues to run. Rayburn does have all 3 of their timeouts, but they are running out of time in this contest. Yeah. And, of course, Coach Fitzmaurice and his group more than happy.
Yeah, they're fine with it, especially here in the second half. The offense hasn't been as explosive outside that first drive. So, hey, they're fine with them picking up these 3-4 yard gains, letting the clock tick down.
And it's going to be a carry into Longhorn territory down to the 48-yard line. It's going to be a first down and 10.
Yeah, I tell you what, these long, sustained drives, I know the drawback is when you're down, but when you do put together a long drive, you start to see what you see now with Dobie. A lot of these defensive linemen with their hands on their hips, trying to suck in some wind. You wear a defensive unit out with these 3-4 yard gains, play in and play out.
This is just the 3rd drive of the half for Sam Rayburn. And it is a nice sustained drive, but the problem is clock is really your worst enemy now. Rivas under center. He's going to draw back the pass and look. He's going to throw it downfield. He's got Jones, and Jones has caught it. 10-5, touchdown, Rayburn. Hooray, Jones. And a 48-yard touchdown reception.
Wow.
He's been involved on both scores, and that's going to make it 35-12. And I will tell you, if nothing else, Rayburn has shown that they can score in the air.
Yeah, they've shown they can score in the air, and it's been a very accurate night for Malachi Rivas, the quarterback. He does a good job of putting it in the spot where his guy can make a play, and Jones just ran underneath it, made a play, brought it down. Huge explosive play here for the Texans.
48 yards. And they are going to go for 2. And it's going to be a handoff, and in for the 2-point conversion is Sabala, and it is 35-14. Again, I say, Rayburn came in with 91 total yards in the air. Tonight, 83.
Oh, wow.
They have nearly matched their season total in one game.
Wow. I mean, that's it. Having explosive plays, Jones being in the right spot, and that is a great stat.
Yeah.
I am stunned by that stat, but it shows that they have the ability. They have the weapons. The quarterback, Rivas, he's accurate. Moving forward, they might lean more on Rivas' arm, but they definitely have a good passing attack.
Well, so Hooray Jones had a 25-yard pass play. That was complete to Wesley Austin earlier in the game. Rivas, a 48-yard pass to Hooray Jones. So Jones on the passing and receiving end for both of their scores. 35-14 is your score here. We're still trying to get that update on the Pearland Shadow Creek game. Last we heard it was 21-14 Pearland. Shadow Creek did have the ball. We'll see if we get a score on that one here in just a moment as Rayburn gets ready to kick off. And again, the all-state front line for Coach Fitzsimmons, the good hands people, getting ready in anticipation of an onside kick. And I think if you're Rayburn, you got to get one here. And they are in the fourth quarter. Pearland still leading it 21-14. And it is going to be the onside kick, and it goes right to Hodges. Last person in the world you wanted to field it, and he's got it. to the 30, to the 25, 20. He's trying to skip his way into the end zone, but finally gets brought down at the 16-yard line. 11 white jerseys and the one dude you do not want to field an onside kick, and it went right to him.
Yeah, you can see Hodges smiling on the play. Check this one out on the Canes instant replay. As soon as it gets in Hodges' hand, he just got a big smile. He lights up. This is my opportunity. Weaving in and out of traffic. He almost broke out of that leg tackle, and he's all smiles.
Nice stop there by Jamarian Youngblood. I tell you what, we have seen some pretty nice open field tackles because they've kept, Hodges. He probably could have had easily another 2 touchdowns to his credit if it weren't for those open field tackles.
Yeah, they brought it. They caught him up from behind a couple of times. Tyrone Smith not allowing Hodges to utilize his breakaway speed, but huge credit to Sam Rayburn. They haven't allowed the explosive play that we used to Dobie seeing. They've done a good job keeping everything in front of them.
Pharrell Sims, the 5th running back featured by the Longhorns tonight, around the left side, gets tripped up. It's going to be 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line with 2:50 remaining. Clock running here in the 4th period.
Yeah, I like to see if Dobie's going to take their time getting the play in. Utilize this clock.
And into the end zone for the score. That's Sims. Sims with a touchdown of the 5-yard variety. And the Longhorns quickly respond, as they usually do with that explosive offense.
Yeah, anytime you give Dobie that type of field position, they're the team in the district that's going to make you pay.
Taylor had a 3-yard run. Hodges with a 19-yard run. Then again, a 9-yard run from Taylor. Hodges a 9-yard run. Sims with a 5-yard run. Oh, and don't forget, they inserted, Titus Randall in there to go ahead and give him a touchdown run too, because that's what he does. I just walk in and score touchdowns. And, all on the ground. And, man, I'm going to tell you what, they've made it look easy tonight against a team that statistically is very good at stopping the run. A great job, and I would have to say all in the trenches for the Longhorns, both the offensive and defensive line.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the game has been won, Shane. The offensive defensive line for Dobie. Coach Fitzmaurice challenged that group. They came out and responded in a huge way, leading their team to victory. Whenever you see multiple guys breaking long plays, that's a testament to your offensive line and your defensive line just being strong all game long.
2:27 now remaining in this contest, and 42-14 is your score. Kick is going to be taken at the 14. It's bobbled. Now picking it up at the 5, and my goodness, just like that, a stupid score. Are they going to say it was down?
Nice.
I didn't really even see a call for a touchdown, did you?
No, I didn't see a call for a touchdown.
Yeah, because the Longhorns look like they're trying to bring on the kicking unit.
I think it's going to be Longhorns ball at the 3-yard line.
There we go. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. Legacy Sports Network, of course, the home for UIL Texas High School football playoffs will begin, and we invite you to join us, as well as have play-by-play coverage of greater Houston area playoff football. Listen live, and best of all, free. It's on LSNsports.com. It starts November 14th. The Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time. And the Longhorns with an opportunity to keep themselves in the playoff hunt and get into that November 14th week, as they are looking, they're going to move on to 3-3 in district play, as they have a 42-14 lead late here, and they got the ball at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, speaking of playoffs, I think this could be the first time in the Houston area we're going to see someone in a 6A level representing Houston other than North Shore. Dickinson looks really good. Dickinson looks they look like the team that could represent this area in state playoffs.
Well, you got Pearland. They're ranked 12th in the state.
Yeah, Pearland as well.
You know, I mean, of course you can't. You've always got Summer Creek, and the athletes that they have. I mean, there's a litany of teams here that I think you're right could really get out there and represent the greater Houston area. No question.
C. King, I know I'm not trying to be a homer, but when they beat Summer Creek last week, that opened my eye.
Yeah.
Yes. It was like 42-0, and I was like, that's not normal.
No, that is very impressive. And that's another touchdown by the Longhorns. This time, your man, Nathaniel Belleville, gets on the board. I knew that was going to make you happy.
Call me the #1 fan in Nathaniel Belleville fan club. That is me. I love the way this young man plays, his physicality. I like that they rewarded him with a touchdown. He earned that touchdown by his hard work throughout the game, throughout the year. That young man plays hard, snap in, snap out. He's on one of my just favorite players to watch all year long, man. He's definitely up there, one of my favorite players.
Absolutely. Point after attempt is here we go. It's up, and it's good, and it is now 48-14, 2:11 remaining. As your hometown community dealership, Texan Dodge is a place for all your vehicle needs. Whether you need service parts or in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, got you covered. Plus, many of our sales specialists also speak Spanish, and they accept ITINs and passports. No license needed. Ask about our low APR finance rates and how you can get the lowest price on a new truck or car today. We also want to buy your vehicle if you don't want to buy from us. That's Texas. Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, we hear you. Longhorns are going to go to 3-3 in district. They're going to go to they're going to go to 4-4 on the season. For Rayburn, they dropped to 2-4 in district and 4-4 on the season. Looks like this is going to be the thing in terms of playoffs for Rayburn. It's got to be tough for them. They'll be taking on Memorial next week and then wrapping it up against Shadow Creek on November 7th. As the ball is going to be taken at about the 13-yard line and out of bounds at about the 33. That's where Rayburn's going to take over. For Dobie, they're going to host Alvin on the 30th, and then they are heading to Manville, and that's going to be the game.
Yeah.
Now, Manville, if you look at the standings, they've got 2 losses. If they go, and as it should, they play at Pearland Dawson next week. You assume Dawson wins that game. That gives them the 3 losses. There you go.
That's right. Oh man, it's gonna come down to all the marbles at the end of the year, Shane, and that's gonna be one heck of a football game.
Absolutely. Even if they get that game, even if they do beat Dawson, if Dobie can beat them, 3 losses each, they get the tiebreaker.
That's right. That's right.
So that's what you need. So all you got to do is hold serve if you're the Longhorns. That's all. If you could do
The
that,
Pasadena ISD Education Foundation is committed to enhancing the quality of our educational services and fueling innovative programs that spark the love of learning. Through key fundraising efforts like the McDonald's Texas Invitational, Hearst Bingo, and the Golf Classic, we've been able to redistribute over $4 million back to our classrooms over the last 22 years. We've been blessed to work with hundreds of businesses and community leaders that have supported our mission and have a true passion for uplifting education. Only through collaboration can we ensure a bright future for our students. Visit PasadenaISDFoundation.org to find out how you can make a positive impact in our community by becoming a donor.
Rayburn quickly back up to the line with 2 minutes remaining in this contest. Hand off and around the right side and up to about the 38-39 yard line. Daniel Saucedo. Well, we told you that Rayburn was a big Pearland fan tonight. And Pearland did take care of their business. They beat Shadow Creek 21-14. As we have an injured Texan on the field. It's a Methodist Clear Lake Hospital timeout. We'll take a timeout as well on the Legacy Sports Network. Shane Brown, Gentray Williams, 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining in this contest. As we mentioned, Pearland moves to 7-0 in district, 9-0 in the season with a 21-14 win over Shadow Creek. Now that gives Shadow Creek the record of 4-2 in district and 5-2. They now move into a tie with Manville for third place. And Manville, has a chance to maybe make some hay.
That's right.
With this. For Dawson, it appears that unless something dramatic happens, their hopes of being able to get a first place or a share of the district title has been taken care of, as Pearland's going to go into a bye week, and then they're going to play South Houston. So I've got to think they're going to get that win.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you, a game that's going to be tomorrow that is going to be very interesting for 22-6A. Pasadena Memorial and South Houston will be playing here at Veterans Stadium. Now, for those of you to be aware, that game was scheduled at 2, but because of the impending weather,
That's right.
the game has been pushed back to 11 a.m. So if you were going to get on ellisonsports.com to watch the South Houston Memorial game, that's going to be at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And that game, both teams 0-5, but someone's going to get a chance to get their first district win. And for South Houston, who we've seen several times, with that big human bowling ball in Buckner, they've got a chance to get their very first win of the season.
Yeah, Buckner, he's going to be a problem. It's going to be the game of two power backs because Memorial has one of the better power backs in the district as well. So, and then South Houston also got their quarterback. He finally came back. So they're going to start to get things going. That's going to be an exciting football game between both ball clubs.
High school football on LSNsports.com is a production of Legacy Sports Network. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of the Legacy Sports Network is strictly prohibited. The favorite formation for a team in football is the victory formation, and the Longhorns are in it. They're going to down it right there, and we're going to have one more play before, they didn't start the play clock, so we'll see if we do have one more play. It's going to be a second down. Longhorns, again, they're moving to 3-3 in district, 4-4 in the season. Rayburn, 2-4 and 4-4. And they're not going to run the play clock. It looks like all the Longhorns have to do is just let this thing expire, and they are going to walk away with a win. I tell you, Gentray, Rayburn came out here, had a very impressive sustained first drive, and then cough up the football, and then it just seemed like they never could fully recover from there. And what was no score at the end of the first quarter was 28-6 at halftime, and then the Longhorns outscoring them 21-8 in the final half and walk away with an easy victory.
Yeah, the Longhorns defense stepped up there in the second quarter, forcing Rayburn to go 3 consecutive 3-and-outs, and that put the offense in great field position. And anytime you have a guy like Hodges and Taylor, Owens, just the entire crew, Randall, that's where Dobie leans on, and they made the most out of it. Great win for Dobie. They have everything in front of them. Their faith is in their own hands now.
Short week for them. They're going to get ready to take on Alvin. They'll be hosting them for senior night next Thursday, October 30th. Rayburn back in action here at Veterans Memorial Stadium next Friday. Halloween, they'll be taking on Pasadena Memorial. Want to thank everybody for coming out and joining us here tonight. And again, I'd like to give a huge shout out to all the Pasadena ISD audiovisual students. Great job of providing the sites, and also a great job of directing by Daniel Coleman, Gustavo Trevino on graphics, Scott Cundiff on instant replay. Guys, want to thank you all so very much for joining us here tonight. Longhorns with a big win, 49-14 over Sam Rayburn. For Gentray Williams, this is Shane Brown. Good night, everybody. You've been watching 22-6A football on the Legacy Sports Network.